Right then. This at the moment is still currently downloading. Where's the pad? Currently downloading its patch. So I've had to stop doing the patch because if I do the update file, then this is going to hammer the stupid upload words rate. So can't really do much about that for the minute. So probably no online gameplay for tonight, which is going to be absolutely banging. As this probably is going to go onto YouTube, so I will clip it. Hi, I'm Tom from Victory Pose Gaming. I'm here today to bring you, in this lovely evening, which is dark outside but light inside, a unboxing of the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite Collector's Edition for PlayStation 4, though the Collector's Editions themselves are not actually branded with like the console, so it's not like PlayStation or Xbox with them, which I will rant as I go through this as to why I think that's BS in terms of I've paid more than I should have. However, unlike say like the Sonic Generations one that's in the background that has like the PlayStation 4 logo on it, compared to some of the other special editions. So I mean, obviously Breath of the Wild is only on the Switch as a limited edition, but it's still got a Switch logo on it. The fact that it's just an unbranded thing, I prefer that. So it's not got like a big stupid blue line going across the top, or a big green, even worse, horrible thing looking over the top of it. So pretty cool. It's turned up in its actual original box from wherever this is coming from, New York, which is pretty bitchin'. The carton number is number 500, and that's either 86 or 76 or 5J6 or 5+6. I can't really tell, of 1400, but that's cool. It actually comes in its original box and whatnot, and it just gets shipped straight to game because it's in UK. It's a game exclusive, typical wanky BS that they have to get their grubby little mitts on absolutely everything and then charge through the roof for it, and also split things, which again, I haven't fully opened this. I've only opened it enough to get in and get this installed, but as you see. So easiest one first. Because it's collector's edition, you can choose to either, I didn't realise it was on both sides, you can choose to either get just the collector's edition by itself with no game, which is stupid. You can choose to get the collector's edition and the standard game for £155, or you can choose to get the collector's edition and the deluxe edition of the game, which I have now, which comes with a steel tin, the season pass, a few extra bits and bobs as well. The actual steel tin itself, they only ever showed pictures of what the front looked like, so it's pretty cool that it's got Sigma, Ultron Sigma, whatever he's called in this game. Probably with it being steel tin, that's going to be a little hard to actually see just because of reflections and stuff. Yeah, it kind of worked. But yeah, it's pretty cool. He does look like a boss. It's not, I thought it was actually embossed a little bit, but it's not. The back's a bit disappointing because there's literally dick all on the back of that. And on the inside, apart from the DLC codes that are in there, is basically if you played the demo of Infinite when it got released, you've got like the 4 original heroes that they showed off, and the logo for Infinite itself. Still pretty cool. I think the artwork overall, I don't have as much hate as what other people have for the art style of Infinite. I don't think it's as bad. I don't think it's great. I much prefer Ultimate Marvel, original Marvel 3, what Guilty Gear looks like these days, what Dragon Ball FighterZ looks like, so you've got that whole comparison, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as what people are making out to be. One gripe I will just get out straight out of the way, so they could have just boxed this a little bit better, so to not bend the crap out of this steel tin. So while the steel tin itself is dented, no, it's fine, the actual casing, the sleeve that surrounds it, is bent upwards, and it's got a lovely crease line going through there and a crease line through the front. With it being plastic, I can't get rid of that. It's maybe a collector's edition. Cheers game once again for your lack of common sense and anything, because when you actually take this outside of the box, if I can take it outside of its other box, come on you son of a hands, there we go, get it out of this plastic. So it's nice how they kept this all sealed. So this, like I said, I had as far as getting it to that far. So it's nice how that plastic bag was all sealed and whatnot. So yeah, big ass box, nothing on the side, nothing on the top, nothing on the bottom, and then what's in the back? In the back. Now, from what I've read online, these pictures of the statues and stuff are going to be pretty on point. But these Infinity Stones, on the other hand, that's what's going to be the true deal breaker with this one. Because like I say, 185 quid this cost me, or you could have bought the two things separately, and I could have saved myself a fiver, which is just not fair. So on the top bit, once you open it up, you've got a little warning logo there. Please be fragile, moving carefully, blah blah blah. It's intended to be protect the package, blah 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 blah. Obviously, I mean, why would you package it like that? And then this has also got how you lock in place the characters, because each of the characters can then be locked in. So always handle figurines with care. Do not grab figures by anything but its base. Retain the original packaging, and then how to actually get batteries inside the Infinity Gem, Infinity Stones. Don't know what we call them this. I guess it's Infinity Stones because it's that's what it says. And yeah, because I already knew this because I worked in game retail for many years, I already knew that there'd be a space in the top of this to fit a game. So whether the box can show that a little bit better, but there was a perfect space that fits into, like that, and that would have stopped that from getting broken. All you would have had to do, because this wasn't sealed, like the plastic bag was sealed with crap tons of duct tape, but the actual box itself was not sealed. So they could have taken 5 seconds to open that up, put that in there, protect that, and then close it back up again, and I wouldn't have known. But, you know, once again, game, cheers. Thanks for that. You obviously looked inside and saw what the Resident Evil 7 houses look like, so you can spend the time checking every single one of those, and I can't get one of those in this sodding country after not telling me about it until the friggin' day it's meant to come out, but you can't spend 5 minutes putting a goddamn case. Anyway, so in here, I've got to use my crappy little scissors to get this. I'm going to have to stand up for this. So, hopefully, this is all one piece. Now, I can already see, and that's pretty cool. The carton itself, it's okay, lovely assistant. Thank you, lovely assistant. That was my rabbit helping. So, this box, that can sit there in the background. Screw it, that can sit, that can stay there in the background. So, the actual polystyrene is actually, it's going to be real hard to see. I can probably get it in the light a little bit, and that's actually embossed. That's pretty cool. Look, see, little touches like that make for what is probably going to be some disappointment once I open this up. Little touches like that make things collectible. That's why I spend the amount of money I've spent on this, is because that's what makes it collectible. They add extra little bits. They take the time. They take the care to actually think about the product, you know, and they treat it right. When they don't do that, and you get a subpar product, and you can tell that it's not been, there was no effort involved with it, a la my Lords of Shadow Castlevania 2 collector's edition that looked 100% nothing like, apart from the tombstone, but nothing like what it was meant to be, missing one of the figures. The only good thing about that edition was the steel tin for it. That's when things get proper disappointing, especially when you see the price of those things now, and they're worth nothing. Right there, here we go. This is either going to be awesome, or this is going to suck. Oh, at least they're all packaged in there. Right then. From least to worst, so all in there. They've even supplied some batteries. I'll give them that. That's not bad going. So always hold it by the base. Where is this all gonna go? Where's this all gonna go? There's no room for them all.
Move stuff on the table.
I'm gonna have to move everything ever again. So first up, Miss Marble. These got some nice weight to them. That doesn't feel cheap. That's pretty cool, actually. I mean, not a character I would have chosen to have as the statue. I think, I understand, she's a new character, they're trying to push it. She was using all the trailers and stuff, but not one I would have done straight away. Painting job isn't exactly great, and it almost looks like a rush job in terms of them cutting the bits off. Yeah, that's really bad. Like really, really bad. That's actually snapped. Is that meant to be like that? Rather than me talking about it, probably should bring it closer to things. So, yeah, I mean that's cool. I mean I don't know if you can see it up on her shoulder, but like the camera's not gonna like that. No, that's boobs. Up on her right shoulder there. So like the paint's not been painted on properly. The back of her hair back here, there's like loads of bits where it looks like it's come off from the blister packaging, or come on, don't focus on me, focus on her. I'll try and take some photographs to add to this, but it looks like they didn't really, as to be expected from Triforce as well, they didn't really, because they've got to ship so many of them, bother. But out of all the characters I don't really care about not looking 100%, that would be one. So that's cool. Have a look at that, rabbit. That is a Miss Marvel. Number 2. So you may as well do one side and one side. When we're putting all these bags, let's pop them back in there for 2 seconds. Now that, on the other hand, that looks a lot better. Like 10 times better than that. I mean, he's proportionately looks correct, but also at the same time, the metallic, you can't really cock that up. That looks, that I don't like using the word, but that's pretty dope. That's what that is. That's yeah, I like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, and yeah, I mean the bases are cool as well. I don't really understand what the whole red and yellow, I guess it's meant to be the team colours, but yeah, that's a lot better than that Miss Marvel. That's cool. That's pretty cool, and I can't see anything wrong with him. There's a slight bit where his eye hasn't been painted, like ever so slightly, and you can tell that they kind of knocked his face a little bit because there's a little bit of scuffing on it. But overall, that's a lot better job than what the Miss Marvel is over there. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. You can't see over there. She's over there holding a Miss Marvel. Cool. That's 2 for 2. I'll show what they look like when they're combined as a tag team for Marvel. That's a little bit weird. Next is Chun-Li, which for some random reason is got bubble wrap on the bottom when not a single other one has bubble wrap, so that's a little weird. So Team 2 or Team 1, whichever way you want to look at it, and that's green and blue instead on the bottom. Now that's bitchin'. Yeah. I said bitchin' PlayStation, I didn't say PlayStation. Go back. Yeah, even her face isn't the cocked up version, or at least doesn't look like the cocked up version from the original demo where she looked like death sucked out of her life and made her go. Yeah, that's cool. Like the fact that she's getting ready to do, I can never pronounce it, so I'm not even going to try it. But yeah, pose on that one. See if I can get a face. Go on, I can't keep my hand still. Come on, zoom, autofocus. You want to. You know you want to. Go on. Go on. Focus. Please. It's not going to, is it? No. She doesn't look like crap like she did in the original demo. That's really well painted as well. He says as he then looks around and sees that they can't actually paint in straight lines. I mean, I'm not good at painting. I'm not going to lie. I can't colour in the lines very well. I have to keep my finger on the edge to stop myself from doing that. I can see where someone's... There's low... it's being nitpicky, and then there's being like things like this where you can tell that someone's... I can see fingerprints in the paint from where someone's held it, and they can't paint like the gold separately around the edge and stuff. But overall, I don't know why I'm looking at per scale. Overall, I think if you just saw that on the side, you're not going to notice half these things anyway. That's just me being really pedantic about what's there. But yeah, Chun-Li, that's pretty cool. I do like that. That's pretty bitchin'. Oh, that's cool. But I don't know if that's the order it's meant to go. Where it's meant to go that way, or the other way, another way. But I don't know.
I like the best way.
And then the not to make a Infinity Stone pun, but the sole reason. The sole reason for buying this is your boy, well, my boy, your friend of mine, Mega Man X. Yes, that's. Thank God to Christ they didn't balls this one up, because that would be all back in the box and being shipped straight back to. I would post it. I'd post it. I wouldn't even go through game. I'd post it straight back to New York through there and go, no, thank you, and that'll be it. His head crystal and his buster have actual translucent bits in them as well, and so is his little ear module things. That's cool. Okay, yeah, I don't care what the Infinity Stones look like anymore now. Whether that looks amazing to me, and I am a huge Mega Man fan. So the fact that he looks how he's meant to look, and it autofocuses for that one, and then sees me, and then stops autofocusing, and where's the camera? There. It almost makes me look like I'm him. Yeah, that's cool. Sweet. So that's all the statues that come with it. So four statues, which if you think bought Dragon Ball Battle Z edition, that came with one Goku statue and was like 120 quid at the time. I bought, like I say, the Legend of Zelda one, that was £90 for the collector's edition, I think it was, and I've got the Master Sword over there, which is cool, but isn't really anything but just a big sawed-off triangle and a sword sticking out of it. You know, prime example of a brilliant one is the Sonic Generations one. That's just friggin' amazing for that price. But for how much this is worth to get that amount of statues, and they're not little things. They're like what, a good 7, 8, 9 inches. They're big things. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Right, here's time for disappointment, I guess. Yeah, so I can see. So this is what the Infinity Stones might come in. Now, I had a colleague who may or may not be watching tell me about this at work today, that these things possibly might not look anywhere near as good as what they did on the as they still look like on a certain website game. So I mean, again, the box, they've not even bothered to like paint that properly. That's really disappointing. That, like, I mean, it's not hard to fucking paint. It's literally not hard whatsoever. I'm crap at painting, but the consistency between it being like a full brush stroke and not a brush stroke is pretty bad. I mean, I don't know whether the camera's really going to show it to you well, but like at least it's actually embossed a little bit as well, so it doesn't look anywhere near as weird as what it was. Now on the bottom there is the hole for putting in the batteries and an on-off switch as well. I ain't going to prat around with that for the minute because I want to play some game. So let's have a look then. Is it just a pop? Wow. Now, okay, so that's just dust from there. It doesn't look as bad as it does in all the pictures, because I think with a photograph it makes it look like there's no, I want to say depth or distance into them. I don't know how easy, oh see, that's going to snap so easily. I don't know how easy it is to see on the camera. I mean, at least the colours are all pretty bright, so I can't fault it for that. But yeah, these feel. Oh, you can't even take them out. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, that's so. And that one's cracked. Is that actually cracked? Or is that just the way it's made? No, I think that's actually cracked. Yeah. I don't want to play around with it in case. Well, either which way, that is a bit of a disappointment. That's pretty bad. Yeah, you can't even take them out. It's pretty much just probably then just 6 LEDs under here. These are just the shells, and then that's on top. So I could make this. I could probably make this out of wood and make it look a lot better as well. But that looks nothing bar the fact that there's stones in here and a box. It's not really a fair comparison as to what is still available on the website, showing what it's meant to come with. Let alone even the fact that what that looks like on the back, I can frigging guarantee that that is not what that looks like. Regardless of whether I put some batteries in it, it ain't gonna look like they're fucking glass crystals. That's. So you got Mega Man. I finally get Mega Man in the game, and I get a statue of Mega Man. I get some other characters. Chun-Li happily. Iron Man, alright. Miss Marvel. Oh, get some Infinity Stones. Oh, I have a Steel Tin that's damaged. Okay, cool. But then, yeah, that's a pretty poor showing. I mean, I'm honestly not surprised they've had quite a lot of slack on social media and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, that's everything from that. I mean, the other things I got from the collector's edition as well. I didn't even know that you got a DLC code for playing as Miss Marvel in her Carol Danvers attire. I did not know that was a thing, so yeah, free extra code. And I got my season pass and extra DLCs, which Ryu, sweet, you Ryu, Command Mission X, Happy Days. That's the other reason I I got the thing one. Can you see Mega Man? Yeah, man. Pass me back over X. He looks it looks awesome. I've got a few Mega Man bits and bobs, but none of them really look anywhere as good as that. Let me just move some of this out of the way so I can actually do this a little bit better on my freaking back. Right. Da-da-da. So I say you got the base on the bottom. See if I can get this actually to focus. Come on, camera, be nice. Focus on him. Come on, focus. Is it because the buster's shooting right in the face? There we go. That's better. So it's pretty cool. Like nice shininess to him as well. So it's not just like matte paint. Yeah, man. I mean, like I say, I friggin' love Mega Man. So 100%. They could have put Mega Man in and put literally 4 statues of like dog turds, and I would have still bought this had Mega Man been one of those statues. It wouldn't have made a difference to me. Just having this one out alone, like, will be sweet. But yeah, that's awesome. I wish he lit up in the same way that I wish that Iron Man's art reactor. You didn't put any effort into those Infinity Stones. You could have then just spent the extra 5 minutes wiring this up like LEDs and making this do that. That would have been sweet. Yeah, that's the best one out the bunch, really. Have I got a screwdriver anywhere? Yeah, I've got a screwdriver somewhere. I'll tell you what, pass it in. We shall see what this looks like lit up. Just to give it the benefit of the doubt. Oh. Where are my keys? You hold that. I did have a screwdriver in here. I just tried that, it didn't really, but that might work better actually. Yeah, no, stop. God damn it, where's things when you need things? That's it back. What did you do?
Oh no, that didn't get damaged, but the glass snapped.
Oh, come on, that's really in there. What about? Not enough. All the screwdrivers are on the thing that this is sat on. Sod floor.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, fucking typical, isn't it? Quick thinking. Screwdriver. Tom put screwdriver in the other room. 2 seconds. We'll be right back. Let's not trip over things. Hello, rabbits. Right. God damn it. Oh no, wait a minute. Right. Tasty. Thank you, Mummy Farquhar and her toolbox. You always have all the things in here. Yeah. That looks about right. Oh my god, what is it, welded together or some shit? Oh, for fuck's sake. That's not even the right size. That might do it. Come on. Jackpot. Haha. Right. Note to self, take the batteries out once done with this to not corrode said item, of which Tom would be very, very angry about his crap looking Infinity Stones being corroded crap Infinity Stones. Let's pop that back. Don't know why I'm tightening it all the way. Right, that can move out the way. Is this going to make it look any better? What do you reckon? No? Place your bets. Can I see the stones? Oh, you can see the stones in all their amazing glory. I'll give it that. that looks 10 times better than what that did before.
Oh, that's
and they're pulsating, yeah. Let me turn off the lights. I don't know how well that's going to work with the TV on in the background. But yeah, they're actually pulsating now, and you definitely will not be able to see with the camera. But there's you can see. Oh, I don't know. You can see a little bit. Like they're actually like crystallized a bit. You could kind of see it before, but that looks so much better than it did. However, I live in a world where 99% of the time it's daylight because I'm awake then and I sleep when it's pitch black outside, so I wouldn't have these on, permanently wasting the battery, which kind of seems a bit stupid. But I think, yeah, it'd be like, oh, I have some Infinity Stones for you, I'm the collector. Ba-ba. Yeah, that's 10 times better. Let's see if I can just get it. Don't know how bright that is for everyone, but yeah, that's not anywhere near as bad though. That's a lot better than when they're not on. Because when they're not on, and we switch the light back on and watch the camera go black. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Ah, that's bright, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Yeah, 100%. When you can't take them out. No, they're in there. I wouldn't even want to try any more than the effort I'm putting in on them. But yeah, when the light's off, they honestly look like toys. I mean, I know it's a a collector's thing anyway. But yeah, they just look like coloured plastic eggs from like Fisher Price or something. See because the way the light is. Yeah, it's a bit better. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's redeemed itself. It's definitely not redeemed itself. But that's pretty cool that it pulsates. I didn't know it was going to do that. Yeah, it's nicer. It's better like that. Yeah. Cool. Right, let's try and get all of this back in here really quickly. Put this back together. So yeah, so overall, as with most of my reviews and whatnot, was that worth £180? I'd be lying through the skin of my teeth if I said that was worth 180 quid. I think if they did some sort of, like, you could either buy Mega Man and Chun-Li, or you could buy like Captain Marvel and get them as two separates, or like one big deluxe. I'm glad they did it all as one complete, but that as a whole is it's all right, but I definitely do not think that is £180 worth of collector's edition. That is more like 120. It's definitely overpriced for what it is. Is that how they fit together? Which way round do they go? I mean, the box. I think the box shows them like that. Ah, yeah, it is that way around. But they don't slot together 100%. So that's even weirder. Like they kind of look like they should, but they 100% don't. But yeah. I mean, it's bought now. I've opened it. I can't really complain too much about it. Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's not £180. It's definitely £185, but cool. Right. Well, that was my quick review of my collector's edition. This is all I care about this year, along with Sonic Mania in the background. This is all life is now is Marvel, nothing but Marvel. So I'm just going to quickly get this all out of the way. I'm going to get the game. I mean, game's installed, so we're good to go in the background. How much would you play? How much would I play? What do you mean? Like, how often do I play Marvel, or like, how often am I going to be playing just this Marvel? Because in general, I mean, I play a lot of games, but in terms of, I don't know why I'm stood up. Oh, let's chuck my keys away. Oh, how much would I pay? Oh, that's sorry. I mean, I'd rather pay nothing, because that would be the best thing. But in terms of how much would I have paid for this, considering the game is £70, so that's, say, season passes are generally 30, 35, 40 quid. For fighting games, usually they're like 25, 30 pounds. So if you imagine a PS4 game, day of release, 45, 50 quid, comes in a steel tin, getting the DLC season pass and getting some costumes as well for it. So if you think that's like say well, it's cost me 70 quid, I would have said that's usually about 65, 70 anyway. That's like a fair price. Like Call of Duty and stuff charge an insane amount of money for them, or like Destiny 2, like £90 and stuff like that. So considering you can just buy this for £110 by itself, no game, just if you were a Marvel collector and you just wanted this, so £110 for just that. It's still too much. But then you got to think, like, how much do normal resin statues cost if you were to just buy, just to say, like, a resin of a Chun-Li figure over the last 10 years or so, or an Iron Man, or even an X. Not so much Miss Marvel, but like each one of those, you would probably, if you went on eBay, PlayAsia, Yes Asia, Amazon, if you went on any of these places anyway, you'd probably be paying for just one of those statues, what, like 30, 40, 50 quid, say? So if you imagine that there's 4 of them, and say £40 a time, that's 120 quid. The statue, the stones, while not great by themselves, but do a lot better when they're switched on, and look a lot nicer when they're pulsating and actually glowing. That thing alone, I'd probably say is worth maybe like 15, 20 quid. That's kind of more of a gimmick, like a novelty item. That is, you can tell that compared to these, which they've put some effort into, and like I say, I'm being nitpicky where I can see they just haven't bothered to paint them properly and other bits and bobs. But like that, those stones are definitely not worth any more than I would say 20 quid for it. That's the sort of thing that I would go on Amazon and be like, oh cool, China makes some Infinity Stones that I can get. Oh sweet, like rather than paying like the £150 version that Marvel probably sell or Disney sell. So if you would say each of those 40 quid, that's £120. No, £160. Sorry, yeah, math. So 4 of those at 40 quid, 160 quid. Infinity Stones at £20. That's 180 quid for just that alone. Then you add on, like I say, £70 for the special edition. Then instead of it being 180, you'd be looking at 250 instead. So to get it for 185 and get everything, rather than, like, admittedly, I wouldn't go out if I was going to buy statues of all these things. I wouldn't buy the Miss Marvel one. I probably push would buy Iron Man. I like Iron Man, but I would definitely get the Chun-Li and the X one. So in terms of that respect, I probably would save myself 80 quid by not getting 2 statues. So again, kind of evens itself out, I guess. But yeah, it's as I said before, it's one of these things of the fun of having a game like this that doesn't come out every so often, and it being Marvel vs. Capcom. It's one of my favourite franchises. It's a combined thing of 2 of my favourite properties as well. I love fighting games. I was gutted that there wasn't a Street Fighter 5 one. If there was a Street Fighter 5 one, I would have been absolutely ecstatic. But the fact that there wasn't was kind of a piss take. And all I could get was a steel tin and some like merchandise, like a T-shirt and some caps. Great, I can have a Street Fighter cap, but I don't care for that. I don't wear caps that often. I've got better caps anyway. But overall, I wish it was cheaper. I wish it was much cheaper. I wish it was more like. I would have been happy to get all of this for like say like 140, 130, not much more than that, because like I said, I've got other special editions that have come with a lot less, to be fair, but have been a lot less price. So I've got 2 Persona 5 Take Your Heart editions they're over there, and one's still sealed, one's not as open so I can play the game. And, I've got an American one and an English one. The English one, so the UK pound one, cost me like 90 odd pounds. The American one cost me from Amazon, that got delivered the day after the game came out, cost me 70, 75 quid. And that's including tax and everything. It's just insane. But the effort that's gone into those, and the steel tin, Morgana plush, and the box, everything about it, and you paid that much for it, is, when it's half the price and you see the effort they put in, is that's just where things like that start pissing me off. Like I say, Nintendo are culprits for it because they know they can just charge any amount. Capcom will charge whatever they want because that's how they get all their money. Marvel will do the same. It is business at the end of the day. I can't really complain because I'm one of the sheep that goes out and buys these things. So I could do the whole thing like everyone else does and not pay for it and boycott it, but I want the damn thing and I don't really care at the end of the day. So this is why I work. This is why I make money to spend on my lovely things that I own. Yeah, it is what it is. Right, yeah, I'm gonna move all of this nonsense out of the way so somebody doesn't walk into it, break it, and then I have to buy another one. So, yeah, let me get all this out of the way. Let me get my arcade stick all over Nyar. Like I say, as this is going to YouTube, I've been Tom from Victory Rose Gaming. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos, please like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube. I also now stream on Twitch. So you can follow me on here as well. But for the minute, thank you for watching. And for those of you who are still in the chat, if anyone is still watching and whatnot, hang around, like I say, tidy up time, and then literally we'll get straight on playing some of the game, which will be banging. So yeah, 5-10 minutes. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, catch you.